Hello everyone, hi, how are you guys doing today? Welcome back to another reaction episode to Buffy, the Vampire Slayer. It's real life and it's not hello. Okay, Buffy, last time on Buffy, we are 2 episodes into season 7, final season, and we got a crazy Spike episode, which should be the tagline of the show at this point. But like, honestly though, that episode, that second episode with Spike, it was one of the best Spike episodes we've had like ever. The final scene was such an amazing scene with James Marsters. Like my editor just watched it, and after I finished watching that episode, I was like, dude, you're gonna watch this final scene and you're gonna be like, god damn, James Marsters is such a good performer. And then that is exactly what he said to me after he watched it. He was like, fuck dude, James Marsters is so good. And I'm like, that was awesome. And it also kind of breaks my brain a little bit because I don't know what to do with that information. That is kind of what I said after I watched that episode. It's just like Spike is such a character that like I don't know what to do with. It breaks my brain. I don't know what to do with that dude. And I have to imagine that on some level Buffy feels similarly. But like even more complex because of a lot of the other shit that happened between the two of them. You know, in that episode that shall remain unnamed, but we're probably gonna keep getting flashbacks to. But yeah, more than that, like that episode, I mean, whatever the issue was with that guy that became a giant worm or whatever, like that doesn't really matter. Maybe the woman that we hung out with would matter. I don't know. Like she mattered for that episode, but I think she like ran away and we're not gonna see her again. And Anya made allusions to the fact that she would get punished for her shortcomings. I guess that's another thing to watch out for that's gonna happen in the future maybe. But the main thing is really just Spike, and Spike just putting on facades and different personalities because he wants to fit in better, but then he like feels like he doesn't deserve it. But then like he says so much shit that it's just like, dude, you're on like 5 layers of like some weird trauma that I cannot parse because it's way too much. And then that is what happened at the end. And Buffy just watched him just melt over a cross saying, can we rest now? And she's just crying like, I don't know what to do with this. And I'm like exactly feeling the exact same way. That's mostly it. I think we're ready to just move into the next episode. Patreon, check out the Patreon, link in the description below, pop up on the screen. You can support the channel. You can watch the next 2 episode reactions already over there, as well as full-length reactions and Angel watch-along. So yeah, tune in for that. All right, Buffy the Vampire Slayer season 7, episode 3. Let's go.
Hey, stop acting up.
You think she'll get the sign?
It's gonna be weird seeing her. What do you say to someone in this situation?
I'm gonna say hi, Willow.
Come on. You're saying it's not gonna be the least bit strange?
Only if you make it weird.
Guys, I just noticed something. Everyone's off the plane, so where's Willow?
Oh.
I'll call you when I get there. Oh, look, you're there.
Where this is the exact same scene. Are we seeing, yes, the family, the son is gonna drop. That's why they paid so much attention to these things that happened earlier, so we would notice all these details. But Willow's here this time. Or Cass is not here though. Okay, this is weird.
Welcome home, me.
That's weird. It's the same scene, but they're both in separate planes? But that's interesting. That's why they paid so much attention to showing us all these like weird random passerbys. Because I was noticing that we're paying too much attention to them. And I'm like, why though? And it's because, so we would notice that it's the exact same place. But they're both missing each other somehow. That's good. That's clever. Also, obviously this fits into Willow feeling like they are not gonna take her back. But they did make the effort, so I don't know. I don't know what happened. We'll see. Some guy just tagging. Okay.
Hey, somebody there?
I don't know what's happening there. So yeah, what's going on?
Buffy? Hello?
So 10:41. Are we in a time loop? And we just cut back and forth between different instances or something? I like Willow's outfit for this one. She looks good. Yeah, I remember.
Did I hear the door?
Are you two in separate planes of reality? You keep missing each other, but you're in the same place, but you're not? Like... 10:41. Time hasn't moved. No, okay.
So she got up at Chicago when they stopped?
So we're in the exact same point in time and place. Well, we assume place.
You should check the messages, see if she tried to reach us here.
They are
Upstairs.
in the same location.
Willow?
And they are affecting the same space. But they, the people, are not occupying the same space. But the space is the same.
Definitely not up there.
It's like you're a ghost of one another.
I checked with Giles again, too. He's blaming himself pretty hard. Like, he should have known she wasn't ready to come back. Maybe it's something about us she couldn't face.
Like she didn't think we were ready to forgive her. I get that.
That's exactly what's happening.
Is anyone gonna blame Willow?
Look, if Willow flipped out, it's her bad. We can only be here for her so much if she won't be, here.
She's like literally, her head is where your ass is.
Hello, I'm calling for Giles. All right, council meeting all day.
Oh,
No,
because
I know he can't be reached.
because they're assuming that Willow went missing and she's gonna do some crazy shit. That's what the meeting is about. Like, she's in the exact same spot as other people, but
Anya,
What are you doing here?
I just got back. I have been studying, and I'm gonna be fine.
Good. I remember the last time you said that. I've spent a lot of time since then cleaning the debris out of my ex-livelihood.
Yeah, I want to help any way I can with that. I feel really responsible.
You are really responsible.
well, yeah.
I know I hurt you, and I'm sorry. Say whatever you want. I deserve it.
And you won't mind? Well, then that's no fun.
Sorry.
Mhm. Okay, the interaction's getting better.
Where is everyone these days?
Well, I'm back in my own apartment. Vengeance takes me all over the world. I was in Brazil yesterday. They love their soccer.
Uh-huh.
The others?
You haven't seen them?
Not so much.
Huh. I guess they're still mad at you.
Oh.
At the new high school, probably. Buffy's got some kind of job there helping junior deviants. Spike's insane in the basement. Xander's there doing construction on the new gym.
Oh, it Spike's what in the what meant?
Don't worry about that.
Xander does construction, so he's probably there by now.
Okay. She knows what everyone's up to, so. Is everyone at the construction site? We know that she's not gonna be in the exact same temporal space location as the main cast, but is anyone else in here? It's interesting that she met up with Anya, but... Okay. Oh boy.
No skin.
Oh my god. Everyone just assumes that Willow got a taste of the no skin technique. She's a serial killer.
I find it first.
She has an MO. They heard the
Yeah, I know
spirit.
exactly what you're thinking.
The ladder.
Maybe Willow is back.
Alright, so this entire episode is just gonna be Willow feeling like shit. And we'll eventually learn that, misunderstanding. And then she gets reintegrated, I would imagine. It's good though. It's good to have an episode where we actually sit with Willow and we get to feel what she feels for a while. Because we need that in order for this transition to feel good. Oh, she's going to the basement to talk to Insane Spike.
This is my place. You need permission to be here.
Spike.
He is insane in the basement.
You go off, you try to wall up the bad parts and put your heart back in when it fell out. You call yourself finished, but you're not.
You went away. You've been gone since.
Is he even talking to Willow?
There's a body, and I can't find Buffy or Xander or Dawn, and the victim was skinned. What could do that?
You did it once.
Anything other than me?
Look at you. Glowing. What's that word means, glowing?
Spike,
Oh, I should hide. Hide my face. You know what I did.
what you did? You didn't do anything.
Everyone's talking to me.
He did a lot of
No
shit.
one's
with
talking
her.
to each other.
Someone isn't here. My money's on the witch.
Okay.
I think I hear him.
Okay, they're having the exact same conversation with Spike.
Fell out. You call yourself finished, but you're not.
Spike.
Interesting. Who can he see and who can he not see?
You went away. You've been gone since.
The church.
You scared me a little.
We're here for a reason, Spike.
You did it once.
Spike, we need to know who did this.
Okay. He sees all three of them, I think.
Glowing. What's the word means, glowing?
Spike, please.
Having the insane person be the only person that can perceive everyone is so fun.
Hide my face. You know what I did.
Boy, he's extra useful today.
This isn't the time.
Everyone's talking to me. No one's talking to each other.
Uh-huh.
Might as well go.
Someone isn't here. My money's on the witch. Red's a bad girl.
He's talking about Willow.
Yes.
And that means something because he's chock full of sanity.
They think you did it. They think you took the skin.
I found a dead body near the high school.
Yes, that can happen.
That happened every day.
Something horrible killed a boy. Took his skin right off. Was it you? No. I have to find whatever did this. I need to do something right. So, will you help me?
You
Is
have
it
anything
difficult or
better to
time
do?
consuming? This isn't gonna get all sexy, is it?
I'd be shocked.
That's a Terra reference, I think. Because, like, every time we saw Willow do this meditation shit, one in front of the other, it was an allegory for sex with Terra.
Oh, pretty. Will it hurt the carpet?
No.
Hey, look! That's me. What's that huge clump?
It's the high school.
Oh
Smoke.
boy. The carpet.
Okay.
Hey, this could be it. It's near the body, hiding in the woods. There are a couple good caves around there.
I don't know. Sounds pretty thin to me.
That's why you teleport over there, real quick like a bun.
No, sorry. You damaged my carpet. As it turns out, teleporting isn't a right, it's a privilege. I withdrew
Ooh.
a vengeance spell last week, and this is my punishment.
Oh, so you don't get spell slots anymore.
Oh, that must be hard.
Yeah. And the vengeance itself, it's
Hmm?
not as fulfilling as I recall.
Oh.
Causing pain sounds really cool, I know, but turns out it's really upsetting.
Okay. Look at
Is
us.
it like you're scared of losing that
We both
feeling
grew a
again?
conscience.
And having it be okay to hurt people, and then you're not in charge of the power anymore because it's in charge of you?
Wow. Really over-dramatically stated, but yeah, that's it.
I get it.
I wish it were better for you.
You too.
Hey, we're
Did
bonding.
get a little sexy, didn't it?
Oh my god.
I have to find this monster.
Oh my god. We'll consider the flirt for a second.
You're trying to find Buffy and Xander. Couldn't we use a spell to do that?
I tried and it didn't work. It said they don't exist.
That's weird.
Guys, I got a good one. Demon called Gnarl, a parasite with these nasty long fingernails. He
We've
secretes
seen
something
him.
through them and uses that to paralyze his victims. He then cuts strips of their skin while they're still alive. He eats them. That's why
he
he's
eats
a
them.
parasite. Now, if we just knew how to find this thing.
Well, we can ask some questions over at Willie's place.
Or we could be smart. Sorry, Xander.
What?
Or whoever.
Move on.
Right, minute traces of blood.
And we have a way to track it. Spike follows the exciting smell of blood, and we follow the fairly ripe smell of Spike.
That's it. End of the line.
It's a rock cliff.
Maybe it's a vicious, skin-eating rock cliff.
There's a cave in it. I'm insane. What's his excuse?
I have enough clarity to know that I'm fucking off my rocks. What's this guy's fucking deal? Okay. World conversion at the cave. I will say this is a very interesting idea for an episode. I kind of like it. I don't know the reason, but what we're watching is interesting. Because we're kind of following Willow prove herself. She's her own main character.
All alone. Dark and dank. I was hoping it'd be dark and dank.
Something's moving in here.
Look at the shore now.
So they can't hear this. Just her.
Is it the cold wind? Or is it that the flock is nowhere to be seen?
Very perceptive of you. Very insightful.
Poor little lamb.
Okay, they can hear it. We can all hear this demon.
Are you okay?
Poison paralyzes.
Okay.
Okay, we need to get her out of here. Seal him in.
That's really bad though. If he hits you one time, you basically lose instantly.
No! Stop!
Whoever this demon is, his voice actor had a great time. He was having a blast.
Protect me, goddess. Take the powers from my enemy and lay him lower than the lowest field.
Nor allow spells.
No. His type of demon is also his name.
Your friends left you here.
Were my friends really here? I heard something.
They were here. Here they were. And there they went. I love a gift. Can't wait to unwrap it.
Oh boy, it's just a goblin. It's just a goblin man. Ew. Gross.
Okay, watch the head.
Watch my head!
Sofa. Oh, she's right. Face up is better.
Yeah, so she can like breathe.
Okay, I'm gonna check the computer. It says the paralysis is permanent. Oh, wait, my bad. Permanent until the creature dies. Sorry. I guess we have to go back.
Yeah.
We can't just leave her here like this. What if she vomits?
Do you think she'll vomit? I'll call Anya. She can watch her.
That's funny.
She'll love being called for vomit watch.
And Anya's gonna be like, hey, Willow was here and she couldn't find you guys. Oh. Oh boy.
I bet she's dying.
She's not dying, she's just paralyzed.
Oh, did you try this?
Hey!
Oh, you're posable.
She's posable?
Just treating her like a
Common
doll.
variety.
Everyone's just fucking around while Willow is getting eaten alive.
Huh. Neat as you please. Hardly a need to undo her. No need to thank me, by the way. Feeling very benevolent today. Helping Willow, helping you. Oh, she's looking for you, by the way. Decided you might be out in some cave.
Anya, listen. Did Willow go to that cave?
Yeah.
Last time I saw her, that's where she was headed.
She could be there right now. Willow could be trapped with the gnarl.
Oh, it's not the gnarl, just gnarl.
Oh.
Wouldn't it be tragic if you were here being kind of silly with your comically paralyzed sister while Willow was dying?
Very self-aware. Thanks, Anya.
You know about this creature?
Uh-huh, sure.
You're coming with us.
She's gonna stay like this. Oh man.
And if they do return, where will they find you? Inside me, you'll already be.
Well, most of her won't be inside. He's taking this sweet time. God, I'm glad she's paralyzed. I'm glad she cannot feel this. That would be the worst fucking feeling.
Anya, you gotta keep.
Glad he's slow at this.
Teleporting for months.
Did she give us any kind of indication as to how to defeat him?
Where's Willow?
Right here. Can't you see her? She's hurt.
I have this feeling that whatever's causing this invisible thing is a whole separate issue from the skin-eating monster.
Yeah.
Behind you. Close one.
Oh boy. Oh! Thanks for the dubbed over close one so that we would know that she didn't get hit.
Remember what I said. Get him in the eyes.
I mean, don't say that out loud.
I'm here.
What's going on?
Buffy's fighting the demon over there, see? But if they get too close, I'm gonna have to run.
Okay. They didn't leave me.
No, they didn't leave you.
You're not alone.
Oh man, that's sad. She's reassuring herself. She's so happy that they came to help her. Got him on the foot. Oh, hell yeah. That's vicious. But that was also really bad though. That's a bad tactic. The demon could have easily just got her and paralyzed her.
Move. Oh.
That's
Are
funny.
you here?
She's right here. She's hurt really bad, you guys. I'm gonna go get help.
Willow, we can't exactly see you, but we're really glad that you're back.
Okay. Okay, she's back.
I couldn't find you guys, and I looked everywhere. And the demon said that you left me. And
Okay.
there you are. There you are.
I think it was just herself doing this.
Don't go away.
Unconsciously.
We're not going away.
It's gonna be okay, Will.
I know. You're here.
That's cute. Aw. I think she was just so scared that they wouldn't take her that she made herself be in a different plane of reality from them accidentally.
That's
And
okay.
it's only when she got reassured that they came to save her that it undid itself.
Growing new skin. Wow.
You can do
That's
that?
Magic, right?
That's
I mean,
crazy.
most people meditate, they don't.
We have a
get extra
Wolverine
skin, right?
spell.
Clem should like cut back.
Clem's good. Clem's fine as he is. Don't be rude to Clem.
You're wiped out. I should go.
No, please stay. I missed you so much when I couldn't find you.
I missed you too. I missed you. Dawn's working on what caused the mutual no-see-ums, but so far we haven't.
I did it. I didn't mean to. I just remember thinking I wasn't ready to see you guys yet. I was afraid we wouldn't, connect.
You made it happen just by thinking it?
Unfortunately, she's that powerful. That's
It's
scary.
okay.
It's nice to be forgiven. Too bad I need so much of it.
I have a confession to make. I thought it might be you. With the flame.
I could see it in her face.
Xander never thought it.
He did a little. Heck, I did a little. Xander has the luxury of not saying it. But you're the Slayer. You have to say stuff like that. It's okay.
Aw. She also forgives her.
You still don't think I can recover from this magic stuff? Because honestly, I'm not that sure about it either.
I thought you were too tired.
It hurts too much not to try. It just takes so much strength. I don't have that much.
Let's
Well,
just
I
sit
had
here.
so much strength. I'm giving it away.
Are you sure?
I wouldn't do that.
Will it help?
I mean,
Much.
it's very nice of you to do that, but I'd be afraid of Willow accidentally aging you by 40 years. Okay. Cute ending. Cute ending. Alright, Willow episode. Heavy Willow episode. I like that one. I really like that when they were having that conversation at the end, when Willow was like, oh my god, I was so happy to see you. I really miss you guys when like I couldn't actually see you. I'm glad that I have to say also, very good job on Sarah Michelle Gellar as an actress, because like Buffy was like, yeah, me too. And I could see it in her face that she was lying, or like she was concerned. And the reason for that is what she says later of like, I have a confession to make. When we were going through the whole stuff that was happening in this episode, I did think that it might have been you. And it's the thing of like, they are still worried enough about Willow maybe going evil instead of just trusting your friend that she wouldn't do that. And it's really cool from like everybody involved, honestly. Buffy is worried about that. And that means that she is worried about the reality of things more than she trusts her friend. But then Willow hears that and Willow says, it's okay. I understand that you, as the Slayer, you kind of have an obligation to see the world in that way. You kind of have a necessity to actually consider these things and to be worried about that because you need to act on it. So, like, I forgive you for thinking that way about me. Because, like, I did go a little crazy last season. So I am guilty about that. But I also wouldn't think any less of you for thinking ill of me instead of trusting me in this situation. So, like, Willow also forgives Buffy for that. So that's really cool. And I really like that Buffy is like, Xander also. Xander never thought that you would. And then Willow is like, he did maybe a little. Because I also did a little. Because I have to imagine that Willow also like doubts herself enough that if she sees a fully flayed body, she's like, maybe I did that, without realizing it. Because the truth is that the entire like basis of the episode is happening because she's doing stuff without thinking about it, right? Like she made herself invisible to them specifically because she was feeling so freaked out over the fact that she was seeing her friends again. And she was like, what if they don't want me anymore? What if they don't take me again? Like, I'm not ready. And because of this, she unconsciously made herself completely invisible to them specifically. And if she can do that, then the amount of shit that she could do without realizing it is very scary. And one of those things could be flaying people alive. So I have to imagine that, of course, Willow is like, fuck it. Like, I was afraid that I did it accidentally too. Like, and that makes sense. Like, Willow would also be afraid of her own power, as she says to Anya. On that note, there was also like a slightly homoerotic like version of a scene with Willow and Anya. I don't think that's happening. I wouldn't complain if it did. I mean, maybe a little, because it would feel like moving on from Terra a little quickly. But it's funny because whenever Willow and Anya were sitting down to do that spell together and doing the meditation pose and everything, I sat there and I was like, this feels very reminiscent to whenever we were doing this with Tara. And then we would just start sucking and fucking each other. And then Anya immediately says, like, okay, it's just a little romantic or something. And I'm like, okay. I like how self-aware the show is sometimes, like Anya. And also later in that episode, Anya was also extremely self-aware in that we were watching Willow getting eaten alive, and then it just cuts to everyone just fucking around, and then they see Dawn, and they just like move Dawn around, and it's like, oh, she's posable, and it's like, oh, okay. So then they just like move her around and play with her as a doll, and then we just cut back to Willow getting devoured and being told your friends are not gonna come for you, and then it cuts back to them, and they're just like fucking around. Oh, I got these nuts from Brazil, and it's like, that was funny. It was a little funny because it is meant to be distressing to the audience, like specifically. But when I watched that, I was like, Willow is gonna be fine. I've never been more certain in my life that Willow is gonna be fine, because otherwise this wouldn't be the tone of the episode. And then Anya is like, what? Are you... What, are you worried that we're all fucking around with your sister and posing her like a doll while Willow is getting eaten alive? And I'm like, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what's going on. Thanks for saying it out loud, Anya. But okay. Ultimately, that was kind of a fun episode. I mean, it was an episode in which we really followed Willow heavily. And a part of me wanted Willow to solve the problem, and for Buffy, Xander, and Dawn to be the ones that were actually being victims of it on some level, and it was Willow the one that actually solved it and undid everything. But actually, it was a lot nicer and cuter, and I like that, because the version of the episode in my head was more about Willow proving herself, and the version of the episode we got is that Willow is actually so scared that her friends wouldn't like her anymore. And the spell is only undone when she is told, Buffy's there, Xander is here, they came here to save you. And then Willow has that moment, like while she's paralyzed, talking to Anya, where she's not even talking to Anya, she's just talking to herself. She's like, oh my god, they're here. I'm not alone. Like, she's reassuring herself when she says that, and that's cute. It's a little sad, but it is cute, because you actually really get to feel that Willow had this extreme anxiety over the fact that she thought that they wouldn't want her anymore. So, like, it's so much so that she made a spell accidentally thinking it, you know? It's really cute to get that reassurance finally. And when they get that, when she gets that reassurance is when the spell is undone, and then they can actually see her, and they see her being hurt on the ground, and they're like, it's okay, like, we're here for you. We came to help you. And Willow is so happy to finally have her friends back. That's really what the episode was. And I really enjoyed it. Because, like, Willow, we got to follow her talking to Anya and talking to Spike. And the conversation with Anya was also kind of cute. I was worried about it for a bit. And I kept being worried about it for a bit. But it was also cute because we got to see those characters actually, like, kind of rebuild that relationship. You know, Anya's immediately scared, but then Willow is so apologetic that Anya just she can just sense that Willow is actually just feeling awful. And Anya just kind of has this thing of, like, they get back together, they sit next to each other, they start chatting. And later on, Willow goes to Anya's house because where else is she gonna go? She can't find anybody. So then she just talks to Anya, and Anya helps her out. And they have this moment of like, oh, okay, like we shared something together. We are actually talking to one another. Like Anya has actually a little bit of a heart-to-heart because Anya is like, you know, this whole vengeance demon thing, it doesn't really feel as good as I remember. Because, of course, like Anya used to not give a fuck about inflicting pain upon others. But now that she has been human for a couple years and she has experienced what it's like to like love and care and be hurt and hurt others, now she has this level of empathy of like, this doesn't feel that good anymore. Like, I don't really like this that much. So she's actually having kind of a change in the way she... Because, like, the whole reason why she became a Vengeance Demon again is because she felt like she wanted to inflict vengeance upon Xander for what he did to her, forgetting that that's not how Vengeance Demons work. And also, she realizes, like, later on now that she doesn't really like this anymore. She doesn't want this life anymore. So that's interesting. And it's nice that she's actually confessing those feelings to Willow, because we get to see how the relationship for these characters is kind of, like, fully, like, reestablished. They have reconnected. Which is cool, because, like, I also don't think that relationship with Anya was fully reconnected with the other cast members, you know, with Buffy and Xander. Even though in this episode, it felt like it did. Like, when she comes to Buffy's house to watch after paralyzed Dawn, and they're just fucking around, it really feels like, okay, we're just fully cool now. We're just friends now. Like, we don't actually care about everything else that happened in the past. We're just cool with one another. Okay. Or at least they were cool with one another for the gag that was posing Dawn while Willow was dying. You know? If it's for the bit, everything's cool. the drama will happen later with like some stupid shit regarding Xander and Anya, because it would make sense for them to still feel weird about one another. But for the bit of this episode, we're good because we needed to make the joke. But it is nice to see Willow and Anya actually having that scene, because it feels like, again, the relationship between the two of them is fully like reestablished. So okay, friends, yay. And then the relationship between Willow and Buffy and Xander is also fully reestablished. Once she gets confirmation that they're here for her, she finally gets to reunite with them. And that's nice. That's really cool. I will say the way that the episode was directed to show the fact that they were both in the exact same place, in the exact same time, and missing each other somehow, even though it doesn't make any sense. Like, that was really cool. It was very well done. That is the way you make like a time loop work, actually. Because when we were seeing the airport, in my head, I was thinking to myself, like, why are we seeing all of these like details of random people? Because like when we're in the airport for the first time, the camera like focuses on random people that I've never seen before, and then it just moves to a different person who I've never seen before. And I just kept thinking to myself, like, who am I supposed to be watching? Like, who am I looking? And eventually it lands on Buffy, Xander, and Dawn. And I'm like, why did I have to follow those random people before? Right? There was this like black family. Then there was like a dude that was walking. There was a woman that had like a very like distinguishable design to me, that she was like sitting. And I just saw all of these recognizable people, just one after the other, because like the child also like drops the bag and then the dad like picks it up, which is like, again, another detail that is like, oh, that's like a random thing. It's not just like them walking. It's like, oh, there's a bag that gets dropped and then the dad picks it up, and then okay, and then the camera moves to a different person who's like weirdly close to the camera, and then we go on them. And then when we see the exact same scene with Willow in it, I'm like, but this is the exact same scene. And that's really cool, because that's how you do a time loop. We weren't doing a time loop, but that's how you direct one, because you get to show all of this like small details that you see again, and that indicates to you on what is happening. And then they did the exact same thing again later on when we see the clock when they're at the house, and the clock says 10:41. And Willow has this full scene that lasts for like a couple minutes, and then we get to see the clock and it says 10:41, and then Buffy and Xander walk in, and they're all technically in the exact same location, but not seeing each other or hearing each other. So that was cool. I think this episode was very cleverly directed. I liked it. It was also a cute episode. We get to follow Willow. Willow is acclimating to the environment and to the main cast, and I feel like now we can just move forward and it's all good. Because like after Willow went crazy at the end of season 6, like it makes sense that we would need at least one episode in which we dedicated to actually having her be reintegrated into the cast. So that was very nice. She also knows that Spike is fucking crazy now, which is fun. It's fun that the crazy, like I said, it's fun that the crazy guy got to see that they are all in different like planes of existence. And then he says it. He's like, okay, somebody's not being seen here, and my bet is on the witch. And he's right, actually, because he's like, okay, who's doing this? And then he looks at Willow and it's like, you did that, probably. And then when they kept interrogating him about like what's going on, and Spike is just like, all right, you know what, I'm just gonna get the fuck out of here. And I like that, because Spike has a moment of like, I have to investigate who doesn't have the like permission or whatever, which sounds like Spike is saying, Willow is here and you guys cannot see her, and I am really worried about that, so I'm just gonna walk away. I don't want anything to deal with this fucking shit. I don't know what Willow is doing, what she's capable of. She is probably the one who's doing this, and he's right in thinking that way, but she doesn't know why she's doing it. She doesn't know if it's on purpose. She doesn't know what's happening. She doesn't know if he has to be worried about whatever's going on. So he's like, all right, I'm out. I like that. I like that a lot. That's very cool. Because it would be so easy to solve the problem of like, we can't see Willow very early on, but that would be counterproductive to what the episode wants to do. So it's cool to have Spike be in the middle of the episode, seeing all of them in the same room, and he realizes what's going on, and then he just sounds crazy, and then he also is like, you know what, I don't want anything to do with this, I'm out. And then he just walks away. That's very nice. But yeah, Willow knows that Spike is crazy now, so that's an update. I love how quickly we have like established the new status quo. In that line that Anya has, when Willow goes to see Anya at the magic shop, or what is left of the magic shop, and they meet outside and they just like kind of sit next to each other. Willow is like, where is everyone? And Anya says like, oh, probably at the new high school. Buffy got a job at the new high school helping like juvenile delinquents or whatever. Spike is insane in the basement and Xander is doing construction. I love that because that fully establishes what the new status quo is. Like, that is what the show is now. Buffy has a job at the school, Spike's insane in the basement, and Xander does construction. That's it. That's all we need to know. That is a summary of everything you need to understand about what the current situation is for every character in the new season, and that's a summary, and there we go. Like, we just move forward with that. That's all the information we need. But like, I like that because that makes things less fluid, which I feel like things have been fluid for a while, because like we were all kind of just wandering aimlessly for the entirety of season 6, and I think a good chunk of season 5. So now that we're in season 7, it feels like we have decided, okay, no, this is what we're doing though. This is the new status quo. This is the new situation. Now that we have that setting, we can actually build on that instead of just wandering without any clear indication as to where things are going to go next. And it feels a little bit nice to go back to that, because even though I enjoy the aimless wandering, it feels nice to actually get to a point where we can say Buffy has a job at the school, Spike is insane in the basement, and Xander is doing construction. I also love that sequence of lines because we get to list Buffy and Xander's jobs, but Spike is insane in the basement sounds like that's his occupation rather than a condition. And that's funny to me. And it's also like, everybody's kind of cool with that, you know? Like, whatever is going on with Spike, we know that, and then we're not talking about it. You know? It's just like, Spike's insane in the basement. Oh, that's Spike, you know? And also, like, we went to Spike for help this episode again, like we usually do. So it's not like we were so creeped out by him to, like, stop. No, it just happened the same as always. So, yeah, we're just back to our normal Buffy, it feels like. And I say normal Buffy, but Buffy's an extremely fluid show. It has been changing often season per season, but it feels like this is a return to form, not in like in terms of quality, but in terms of like the formula of the show was this for like the first 4 seasons, and now we're here again. You know, like that's kind of what it feels like to me. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say on this episode. It was honestly a very quick discussion, but like it really is just like a cute episode for Willow to be reintegrated. It's honestly very nice for me. I really like how Willow, she was so self-conscious, she was so anxious that her friends wouldn't accept her anymore, that they would run away from her, that they wouldn't want her, that she created this whole situation accidentally, but that made it feel so good whenever she's paralyzed and get eaten, and then she gets rescued, and then she's like, oh my god, they're here, I'm not alone. Like, that feels so good. It feels really good. It feels really cute for her to actually get that reassurance. That's really cool. I really like that. So yeah, okay, I think that's gonna be it for this discussion. Very quick one, but I just liked it. I don't know what else to say. So yeah, thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in for this one. See you guys next time. Bye. But if you guys would like to watch the next 2 episode discussions and reactions, by the way, you can do so over at the Patreon. Check out the Patreon, link in the description below, pop up on the screen. Watch full reactions, enjoy watch alongs. This is the cool stuff that I do. See you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.